Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast. Thank you so much for checking out another brand new episode of the show. Today's features The Fighting Side. They return with a brand new EP, Hellbent on Hard Times, due out Friday night at Off Broadway. Come on out, enjoy the show, and see The Fighting Side along with Yard Eagle and Quinlan Conley. It's going to be a great night. $15 to get you in, and you're going to hear all about it on today's show, along with a little sneak peek at the EP. So, hope you dig it. Do want to remind you that Rock Paper Podcast is, as always, brought to you by Roughneck Beard Company and American Rambler, located here in St. Louis, Missouri, over in the Maplewood area. Swing by and visit the shop on Manchester, or shop 24/7 at roughneckbeardcompany.com. Use my code RPP15 at checkout for an exclusive 15% off your purchase. And that includes all your favorite beard oils, your beard balms, your junk powder, or any other wonderful grooming products. During the hot summer months, it may be tempting to shave, but did you know that having a beard can keep you cooler in the summer heat? Beards provide protection from UV rays and keep sweat off your face so you can keep cooler longer in the hottest heat. Just make sure to keep your beard clean with Roughneck's house-made beard bar, all-natural soap with milled oats and African black soap. Cleanses amazingly without stripping away your natural oils. And if you do decide to shave it off, do it with American Rambler's amazing pre-shave oils with Miracle Tonic Aftershave. Either way, they've got you covered. Again, shop 24/7 at roughneckbeardcompany.com and use that code RPP1515 at checkout. Also, big shout out to Heil Sound for their help in making this show sound great. Using my PR4D right now, recording my intro in the show. So check out heilsound.com today and get yourself some new gear. And if you'd like to continue to support this show, a great way to do so would be visiting the Buy Jack merch store. Head on over to buyjack.com/rockpaperpodcast and pick up a brand new shirt, hat, tank top, many different colors and sizes. And we've got the little Shaney shirts up there that were a big hit. So thank you to all of you that have purchased one of those. I truly appreciate your support. And one last thing. Rock Paper Podcast Singer-Songwriter Storytelling Showcase returns August 21st. We're taking over the Focal Point in Maplewood with Nick Gussman, Karen Choi, Anthony J. Russo, and Andy Sitto. It's going to be an incredible evening. 4 riders, 4 stools, 4 guitars, and all the stories behind your favorite songs. Check out tickets right now at thefocalpoint.org and join us. It's going to be an incredible evening, and I can't wait. With all that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy this brand new episode with The Fighting Side.
Podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
Perfect. Now we're going to figure this out. This is the intro to the episode. Here we go. We
are the
Fighting Side.
And
you are
listening to
Rock
Paper Podcast.
Bingo.
We did it.
We did it.
That works.
There it is.
Thanks, personal, everybody.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Scissors beat paper, paper covers rock. Rock beats scissors, Shane covers non-stop. Never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot. Could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has. Could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast, coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri, hanging out with the fighting side.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show, guys.
Yeah, man. We're glad to be here. Glad to be here. It's been a straight minute.
Yeah, man.
We're starting hot.
Yeah. This is, we're hanging out here at band practice as you guys are rehearsing for a big old release party Friday night at Off Broadway. Brand new tunes coming from you guys. So we got a lot to catch up on.
Totally, man.
So, but I guess before we get going too far, we do have some new faces. Since the last time you guys appeared on the show, so we should probably go around and Mike and everybody introduce themselves.
Sure, yeah, we're pretty fresh, man. We've well, I don't want to say we're fresh. I mean, at this point, you know, we're in it, but
I feel fresh.
very well. I mean, I always feel a little fresh.
Hey man, don't get fresh.
Bro, I'm getting fresh. I guess, you know, real early pandemic. You know, people look at. Real early pandemic, people, you know, were forced to look at their priorities, reevaluate their priorities. And so we knew that we weren't going to be playing for a long time. And so we all kind of looked at it and sort of reevaluated commitments here and there. And we had some people go different ways and start different projects and stuff like that. So,
Right.
Yeah. And then we kind of sat on that for a while because we really wanted to make sure that we made the right moves. And, you know, Isaac over here was obviously he was already traveling with us, and he was like, well, I can play drums. And we were like, okay, well, we'll just do that. That was the easy one, you know? But
That's
then
exactly how it went.
that is literally 100% how it
Guys,
went.
hanging around anyway.
Isaac's
well
here,
throw him behind the
man.
drum
Yeah,
kit.
sit down, but yeah, and then we went, you know, we sat on it for a while, and we thought about what we were looking for out of a lead player, and there's just no better fit than our boy Joshua Eaker over here.
Oh, yeah.
I was over at Roughneck painting the floor, and he says, hey, what do you think about playing guitar? And I was like, I like playing guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, it panned out, man. But
You ever play guitar in a band?
have you ever played guitar in a band, though, bud? Kidding.
It's the first time here.
First time. Yeah, totally. And we were stoked to be running pretty early with two of the Leather Jackals there, and we had Sean on bass for a minute there, and then you know, same deal, you know, priorities and whatnot, and now this is Ben.
Yeah. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
So now, without me, that's me telling the story, and now we're here, so now we can introduce ourselves. Tell them who you are, Ben.
I've been around a while. Seth tried to rope me into this once, maybe twice before.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but now I'm here.
Here we
Worked
are.
out.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm Seth. I've always been in the band.
Yeah.
I play guitar. And Brad and I have been in it from the beginning.
All the way.
Yeah, man.
Brad Jackson. Seth and I have been friends since 5th grade. I moved back to St. Louis from Nashville. I was really tired because Nashville takes all the fun out of music and makes it very corporate, and I really just wanted to be in a band with my buddies and play in a basement. And so we started playing as a 5-piece that were all dudes we went to high school with together, and as soon as we started playing shows, a couple of the guys were like, well, wait a second, I'm not trying to play shows, you know? And we were like, well, that's fine. And so, you know, they kind of got replaced with, all of a sudden, you know, we had Carson Mann, and we had Jake Baxter, and we had Matt Maher in the lead spot. And so, you know, right out of the gate, after we got out of the basement, we were kind of cooking, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, that's the long and short.
Right.
You know, we went from doing kind of a buddy basement thing to, you know, now we're touring the country a lot. So
Hell yeah.
stuff like that. But anyway, sorry, didn't mean to snag it from you. Who's that guy?
What up, everyone? It's your boy, Isaac,
Hey, Isaac.
also known as Lil Hoss X. Sometimes only on CB, only on Channel 19 do they know me like that. But now all you know that too.
Hey, little Hoss X, this is Anal OG. Come on back.
Bro, that's a band I want to start. It's just because it looks like analog.
Because it says analog, bro. But it's just Anal OG. I know.
My name's Joshua Aker, aka Shifty Robinson. My birthday is 8/26/89, and I'm playing lead guitar now.
Yeah, man.
You drop your social security number?
Yeah. What's up?
If y'all want to steal my identity, please let me know, because I'm looking to unload some debt.
Hell yeah. No, man, this is a great lineup move for us in general. Our last lineup with Britton and Clinton and Matt Maher, I guess, was one of the most long-running that we've had. And that was really when we started doing a lot of our traveling and playing and all of that kind of stuff. Just, getting out of town a lot more and utilizing some of the old contacts and making a lot of new friends around the country and stuff like that. So, we knew that when we were sort of rethinking the lineup that we would sort of have to go big, and it's working out, man. It's really good.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get into that's kind of some of the cliff notes of the history of this project. But
Sure.
like I said, we do have brand new music, and we have a big old party Friday night.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about recording this new EP.
Totally.
Hellbent on Hard Times.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take some of that because three of the people in the room were only partially there for that. Isaac put some backup vocals on some stuff.
I ate a bunch of fucking chow mein.
Yeah, that's
fucking
right.
St. Paul sandwiches while you guys were recording that
dope.
shit.
Yeah. We ordered a bunch of Chinese food to the studio.
Coats the throat.
And and then Josh was able to put some guitars on a couple of tracks that to kind of flesh some stuff out. But yeah, we officially when we knew that the lineup was going to change, that was sort of the earliest thing that we said, is because we had been running around on the road together for about 3 years. We haven't put out an album since 2017, so that was the last time we were on your show and the last time we talked.
We definitely wanted to put something down with that group of guys.
Yeah,
we played with them for so long.
Totally, and we had a bunch of new songs that when we say like new music, it's like we were sort of running the road with these songs for almost 3 years or whatever, and so but this is like the first that they're cut and printed or whatever. But yeah, so we started in October. We recorded with Gibby over at Fat Buddha Studio, and we just really wanted to make sure we sort of memorialize an era, I guess, and that's sort of what this represents to us. And so we're releasing it this Friday at Off Broadway, and that's kind of the fun part of having we have Yard Eagle on the bill with us, and that encompasses Matt Maher and Britton Wood, and then obviously Jake Baxter, who was an integral part of the creation of even some of these songs. God, New Year's Eve specifically wouldn't be on this. It wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Jake Baxter. Yeah,
that was like a throwaway song, but he just loved playing it so much that it became much more than that.
Yeah, and now it's a total rager. It's so. It's kind of symbolic, I guess, that we're playing a show with a lot of the guys that helped to create these songs and stuff like that. So
you got Yard Eagle and
our buddy Quinlan Conley. Quinn. Quinn is my absolute brother in this world. He just lives in Montana, which is really far away. But the little secret about this weekend is that it's my birthday weekend. My birthday is July 25th. The show is July 23rd, so it's kind of working out where, I was able to guilt Quinn into coming to town because I'm like, it's my birthday, But yeah, so Friday night is
once, right?
Exactly, yeah. So Friday night is the EP release and also my official, birthday party, if you will. So, yeah.
So there's going to be cake.
There should be cake, yeah. If you're listening to this, bring cake.
Right.
So that there will be cake.
I accept gifts in the form of Starbucks gift cards and rhinestone encrusted anything. So get creative.
Yeah. Well, let's leak out a little sneak peek of what you might hear on Friday night, and this is a world premiere, right?
This is the absolute premiere. Yeah, this is a song. The funniest thing about this song is that this is possibly the first song that we ever wrote as a band. Possibly. Maybe like the second or third, but I'm talking about like this is. We put out an EP that we called the Winchester EP. We recorded it in a buddy's basement. This is 8 years ago.
Yeah.
We printed the labels ourselves and we stuck them on the discs and we put them into little jewel cases and we shrink wrapped them and we never sold one. We just gave them all. We gave them all away because we were playing in a basement. Nobody knew who we were. You know, it was a thing. And this song is actually on that. And it's always been such a distant thing from what we were doing because the album we put out, Soggy Afternoon, our original or our first release is by and large it's a country album. Telecaster leads. It has some fiddle on it. It's got a fiddle on every track. It's not even necessarily the album that we meant to make. But we were playing with Carson Mann, who's just a honky tonk player. We had a fiddle in the band. It just it's a strong country album. So this 5-song EP will probably be a little bit of a departure and more into what we consider ourselves to be, which is basically just some twangy honky tonk inspired rock and roll. And this song is called Bad Man, and it's easily the heaviest song on that album. And we've been playing it for about 8 years, and this is really the first time that it's been done any justice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was it like getting back in the studio with Gibby, bringing this to life? Seth?
Oh, it was great. It was very, very different than the first time we recorded it.
Yeah.
You know, it was just kind of like we were able to actually do with it what we wanted, you know, and we had come a long way. So, you know,
well,
just having him kind of let us know what he needed was kind of letting us know what we needed.
Yeah.
Well, I figure like he can record anything, obviously, but like
Totally.
But I feel like this is probably a little bit more his speed, a little more rock and roll.
Totally. I'll say one of the things that was really great. We had this moment, and I don't know if I was tripping on shrooms or something, but
Most likely.
but
It'd be like that sometimes.
Sometimes it'd be like that. But I came up with one of the tracks that's going to be on this EP, and it's called Hymns. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, it's just every now and then, you write a lot of songs, and every now and then you write this one song that you're like, this is really special to me for some reason. I don't know why. I honestly don't know. I couldn't really put my feelings on what Hymns means to me right now or whatever. It's just, when I hear it, I'm like, this feels like an important song for some reason. I don't know why, but I can't. I'll trip some more shrooms and get back to you guys about why. but the long and short is I had written this song. I knew exactly how it was going to go, and that's really not how we write. Like, typically, me and my lack of musical inclination, I send Seth a hook, and then I go, the melody's going to be like ba 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 da ba ba ba, or whatever. And
it's
then
like
Seth,
when Dewey Cox was on the acid.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. And then
more
Seth,
didgeridoos.
More didgeridoos.
An army.
An army. But yeah, and then Seth makes it music, and then it comes to the band, and then we flesh the whole thing out into a song. And that at that point, you really do completely relinquish any creative control. And that has always worked out in a really magical, wonderful way. I'm never the type of person that's like, it's going to be this way. And for some reason about Hymns, I had this very specific vision. And it turned into a frustrating moment, which happened very rarely in this band. But it was a frustrating moment where I was really trying to convey the vision, and I was doing a terrible job of it. And
he was wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean, we play it exactly the way that I envisioned it, is what I was going to say. But the amazing thing is that at the time, I have 2 rooms in what we call the Heartbreak Hotel. We don't need to get into it, but Zagk Gibbons was occupying one of those rooms at the time. And so we decided, we were like, let's just shelve this thing for right now, because we're not seeing eye to eye on it, and that's okay. And, let's just back burner it for the moment. Mm-hmm. And we wrapped up rehearsal that day, and Gibby came out of the room, and he's like, I heard every bit of that. I know exactly what you're talking about. And it was like just a really cool, like, dude, yes, and he explained to me, and I'm like, that's exact. And so to get in the studio and to cut that track with him where he's like, can I just do this? And I'm like, please, dude. And so he's got Caroline Steinkamp in there on the oohs and ahs. She put some piano on it. Yeah. We got some slide guitar from our buddy Bob Fleming in North Carolina. It's North Carolina, right? I get the Carolinas so messed up all the time. He lives in Carolina, yeah, the great state of Carolina. And we have Joshua Powell from The Great Train Robbery on some organs, yeah. And everybody on the gang vocals, including eyes, and just, it really came together exactly like what I was talking about in such an amazing way. So being able to record with Gibby, really with somebody who just like gets what you're going for, is always crucial.
And that's the song where he really, really came.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we have a really good connection to every song on this album. There's a story on this EP. I keep wanting to call it an album, but we're gonna get there. But either way, yeah. And so it's all, recording with Gibby is great. Anybody that understands what you're going for, and that has obviously the incredible talent at helping you get there is super crucial.
When we had first broached the subject of Brad asked if I wanted to play and everything, and he sends me this Google folder of all these unreleased songs, and Badman and Hymns specifically stood out to me. And it was like the day that he sends me this file, I sent him a video of me playing along to Hymns, because it was just like a part automatically came as soon as I heard it. And to me, that's always just like the sign of a very good song. If the parts write themselves, you're there.
Totally. Yeah.
When you're not scratching your head to come up with something, and but it was like Hymns and Badman both were just stood out to me automatically.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Is there any truth to the rumor that Hymns was based off of a story about a ghost cowboy?
It's entirely possible. Man.
Wow.
So on the original Shroomcast is what we've started to call that. The night that we were at an undisclosed location promoting a show.
Is that like Sega Dreamcast?
Yes.
Exactly.
No, that was the night a bunch of us may or may not have eaten psilocybin mushrooms and submitted an episode of Rock Paper Podcast that Shane was able to be on later in the evening. Yeah, that was we finally got a hold of him.
I hosted from my couch at home.
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
Yeah. It was one of those winter storm nights. Shane couldn't make it out, but we had already maybe eaten the things, and we had Gibby and Tony there, and
only one question, fucking Baird. Fucking soccer towel.
Soccer towel, bro. Soccer towel. What's your preference? Anyway, right about the time it all started to hit, Isaac started to see a ghost cowboy. And then it became this thing where Tony's telling us all of the ghost stories about the place that we're in that's
spooky
been
in there.
A very
1800s
1800s building. Yeah. And so we're just, there's just a moment where I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore, bud. I'm so uncomfortable. But no, man, that was a magical night. We've been talking about
it only got worse once we went down to that basement and hung out down in there.
Like, literally, the moment that we stopped recording the podcast, it just all went like...
I'm
because Tony's like, come look at the spookiest places in this place. And we're just, like, dude, not right now, man. Like, right now.
I'm familiar with this undisclosed location, and that basement is creepy.
Yeah, totally. Well, then we went back upstairs, and then Tony put on Quaker City Nighthawks and was putting the stage lights on, and then that was...
Yeah, then it was like wild.
Yeah. Then everything got really good. But yeah, we need to do another one of those real soon.
That was that's one of my favorite stories to tell, because that was some of the funniest shit, man. That was such a fun one and I told it just the other day because it's still the only time I've ever called into my own show.
Yes.
So
That was solid gold, man.
Yeah.
That was a good night. We do need to schedule another one of those.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it with you, but we're ready.
There we go.
I need a good one of those in my life.
Again, Friday night tickets available right now. $15 will get you in, and they're going hot. They're moving. So get you some.
We will have physical copies of the EP on hand. They are going to be
special.
They're special. Each one will be individually designed by a member of the band. And so they'll be the only limited edition. And then, if you buy it in the future, you get like the same kind you'd buy at like a record store or something like that. But this is the only time that you can get.
You'll get like Hoss edition, Hog edition.
Exactly. All of them. The Piz Jug edition.
Piz Jug edition is a good one.
Dude, that is a strong one.
It's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make mine pretty.
Yeah. You can get the one that Seth drew flowers on.
Seth's going to put like on lipstick and kiss them all.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Bro,
There you
that's
go.
a solid touch. Exactly. No, we're super excited about it, man. Pandemic was hard, like it was for everybody, just not being able to do what we love. And like I said earlier, there's kind of a moment of figuring out, like, what are we even going to do? And then it just it did also provide us the time to make sure all the pieces were right and everything was, really great. And and now that, we're ready, man. We're ready to hit it. We did some great shows in Kansas City and Tulsa. And we're going to Memphis real soon. We're going to we're going all over the place real soon. Before the end of the year, we're going to get all the way up through Cleveland and upstate New York, and looking at some Colorado gigs, and we're trying to just really hit it hard and make up for lost time, man. So, yeah.
With Loretta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old Loretta.
Oh man, she's running so good.
She is running so good. I know. We got a.
Gotta get a CB antenna.
Oh yeah. That's absolutely crucial. Yeah.
I like that she made an appearance on the poster too. So.
Oh yeah. That was an Isaac deal right there, man. Yeah, they were just hanging right behind.
Yep, it was a nice touch.
Yep.
Well, speaking of the road, I was thinking I had a couple of questions. I often like to ask about, and we maybe even discussed it last time, but possibly, and listen back to it, but favorite road snacks, like when you guys are hitting the road, what is your go-to?
So for me personally, this is regional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Quick Trip. You know, is the hands down stop.
Especially
Rollies or
Oklahoma.
whatever in Oklahoma, the home of Quick Trip, but also Aspen. Shout out to Aspen.
Aspen.
We'll tell that story in a minute. Anyway,
Sunshine State.
yeah, Quick Trip, but if you're right, exactly. Listen, obviously Taco Bell, obviously Quick Trip, anything, and then Starbucks for every other stop, pretty much.
Any restaurant gotta have a chicken fried steak.
Oh, yeah.
Or a pork tenderloin.
Yeah, Iron Skillet's what's up.
Yeah.
The built-in breakfast joint at truck
I hit up
stops.
the old QT on the way over. Got one of them corn dogs because they're awesome.
Yep.
I
Good Quick Trip biscuits and gravy, man.
Yeah,
'Cause they're so good.
I try to mention them about every episode, hoping that they'd start hooking
Picking
a brother
it
up with some
Listen,
taquitos.
I did a thing where I told somebody that it was on a Quick Trip thread, and they were like talking about their pretzels, and I was like, I eat 6 of those soft pretzels every day. And then
You said
they
you
were
gonna
like,
die.
no, and Quick Trip literally responded, and they were like, no way, or something. And then I photoshopped a bank statement and it was just Quick Trip $1.89 or whatever, but I photoshopped it on there a lot. And Quick Trip was like, message us immediately. And I sent Quick Trip a message, and they never responded to it. I was so pissed
Okay.
because I was like, bro, my whole life is about to turn around. I don't know what's about to happen, but something great is about to happen, and just never materialized. So Quick Trip, I'm still waiting for that lifetime
That
supply
shit
of soft pretzels.
happens sometimes. One time, Best Soda hit me up, and they were like, "We're gonna send you a bunch of shit." And they never did.
And they just never did?
Nope.
Bro. Whack.
Robbed.
Yep. What's your favorite road food, Josh?
Just to bring with me, just real basic peanuts and oranges kind of guy. And then, depending on where we are, depending on the local delicacy as well. If you're in Texas, you get like Mexican food from the shadiest looking truck that you can find, and that's the best, or like Kansas City's all about barbecue, or it really, in New Orleans, you're gonna get.
We were on the struggle bus last time we were in Kansas City.
No, they got that Euro stand. I was just there.
Okay, no,
Friday night.
You're right. No, that Euro stand slapped. But
Fucking
if you remember
standing there, and we're like, "Is that Mark Brainerd standing over there?"
Oh yeah, and it was.
It was.
Yes. Hilarious.
Also, if you're in the South, Crystals.
Oh, yeah.
I always got to get Crystals or Whataburger.
Whataburger.
In and Out. You just hit those.
Sure. Always In and
all
Out.
those places. Always In and Out.
Double animal style.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely one of those, like, I bring a snack bag with me, because I realize that's where all my money goes.
And a jug of Arizona green tea.
And a jug of Arizona green tea that serves a double purpose after it's once empty.
I just pour it out.
It's got that wide mouth.
Orange juice water.
It has.
It's got the wide mouth.
It's got that wide mouth.
It's got the wide mouth and the handle. It's completely ideal.
Yeah. Damn. Fetch my piss jug.
You ever seen a piss jug fly out a window at 95 miles an hour?
Bro, yes. Yes. Lots.
Explode on a highway sign? Yeah.
You're the one throwing it.
Yeet. So, you got favorite road food, bud?
Well, generally anywhere I am, the shadiest Mexican food truck I can find.
Yes.
But also just beef jerky all day. It just if you're driving, it just eat a couple pieces and it fills you up.
Jack Slinks or what's your go-to?
Doesn't matter.
Slim Jims.
The cheap stuff or the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
It just gives you a filling feeling. I don't know.
Yeah. All that sodium.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. I got one of those like what are they? I think they were like double XL Slim Jims or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like it had Macho Man on the front, and I ate that whole thing and didn't feel so good after. But
Yeah, man, you're just down to meat.
yeah, I was like, but then I like looked at like what the intake on that. And I was like, oh, geez, like, that's just like ate an entire thing of salt. And like,
Yeah.
That's it.
But it was delicious. So
Oh, yeah.
proud sponsor of Rock Paper Podcast.
I feel like I'm so not picky on anything, and I do feel like I'm aging out of like the guts of steel or whatever you want to call it. But like, yeah, remember that trip to South by Southwest or whatever when I just got that whole thing of hard-boiled eggs, and everybody was like, "Bro, you're buying gas station hard-boiled eggs."
The smell.
But then that was the time
when
And then Clinton,
old drummer.
Yeah,
he
that was
never
like-
heard of hard-boiled eggs
Yes,
before?
bro. Clinton was fascinated. He's like, "Could I try one of those?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, what do you
I didn't
mean?"
eat one. He's like, these are good. I need to tell people about them.
He was. Dude. He was like, "I've just never thought." He's like, "I've seen them for like breakfast, but I've never thought about just having one for like a snack." I'm just like, dude, what? Like,
People need to know about this thing.
would you just put them on like
Cities are built on
salads and
hard-boiled
stuff?
We went to the Flying J and they had these hard-boiled eggs.
And bro, they're
Love the Flying
perfectly,
J.
perfectly
Love
fine.
Flying J.
they really got the best shit.
Yeah.
Bro, Flying J's your favorite? Because I'm a pilot guy.
You're a pilot guy? I mean, yeah.
But to me, it's like pilot. It is like pilot Flying J. Loves is next in line. TA is like way down there because they're like bonkers.
Yeah, they don't got shit.
They don't have a goddamn thing. And
They,
then
They don't have any gold chains. They
no,
don't
like
have
a
any-
Hut truck stop is always what's up.
Yeah.
Just in general.
I just
Road
have this
Ranger.
thing about hot food from a gas station. I just cannot bring myself to put it in my
Yes,
body.
that's fancy.
You should
Basically,
live-
what Seth's
You
saying
should
is
live a
he's
little
fancy.
bit, man.
Seth thinks he's fancy.
I don't think I'm fancy. I just can't put hot food from a gas station in my body.
Well, that's
I can't
fine,
do it.
man. Then you don't know anything about fucking
Dude,
hot
have those-
potato wedges,
Have
bro.
those truck
I'm
stops
fine with
have
that.
like Denny's in them or like
Yeah.
what is it, like home skillet?
Everyone sleeps
Yeah,
on
Iron
fucking
Skillet,
Denny's,
man.
but
Yeah,
I love
Iron Skillet,
Denny's.
That's it. Yeah.
Denny's has way better fucking pancakes than IHOP all day.
Yeah.
All day. Yeah, totally.
It's just funny that we were talking about hard-boiled eggs because I did literally Saturday stopped at Love's and noticed some like 4-pack of hard-boiled eggs and I laughed like, man, that's good, real classy gas station hard-boiled eggs, man.
Yep, and I'm the guy that buys them.
Right.
So here I am. They do
We
that
haven't
for
talked
me.
about the creme de la creme of truck stops, which is Buc-ee's.
Oh
in
yeah,
Texas.
all the way, of course.
I mean,
of
like
course.
that place is so huge.
It's a Walmart.
It looks like where it's heaven.
Oh, yeah.
If, like when cars die, like that's like the golden pie
Yeah,
in the sky.
and the way
you
they're
know, it's
located
just-
too, because they're always like 15 miles outside of town.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else around, but they have like 285 pumps, so the
Yeah,
lights
exactly.
coming from the thing, like
It looks like a
shine
city.
to the sky.
It looks like a city.
And then the convenient mart is the size of like a Walmart, like a small Walmart or whatever. And then they have those fucking those like candy coated almonds and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! And they have brisket sandwiches, but the creme de la creme of the creme de la creme is beaver nuggets, the most horribly named product of all time.
But they just melt.
But it's like puffed corn rolled in like caramel or something like that. Beaver nuggets, dude. God, so good.
Shout out to Beaver Nuggets.
Yeah, shout out to Beaver Nuggets looking for a Bucky sponsorship.
My current favorite quote ever right now.
Yeah.
From like about a month or two ago.
Is it from a couple minutes ago where I was like, beaver nut?
No, that's up there.
Okay.
No, we were sitting around talking about people who won't get the COVID vaccine because
Yep.
they think the government is just putting like weird chemicals or whatever in it to experiment on people to see what it does.
Bro, I've been a homosexual alligator for the past like 4 months now, so I get it. You know, I know. But my 5G is connected perfectly, so it's fine. I'm receiving regular updates. Go ahead, sorry.
And we were with our pal David Dorney, and he was just kind of sitting there quietly while we were talking about it, and I think someone said, David, what do you think about it? And he goes, shit, I guarantee there ain't any more mysterious shit in that vaccine than what I'm getting off the roller table.
Yeah, the roller table at QT. Yeah, totally.
And that pretty much just ended the conversation.
That was it.
I was like, you know what? That just sums it up.
That sums it all up, man, yeah.
That's the truth.
All the way. Ben, what's your favorite regional cuisine, bud? Where are you excited to go eat?
Man, I just go for the spiciest shit I can find.
There you go.
Bro,
Spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Wherever they got it.
The spicy heroes at outside of Westport Saloon.
Just had it the other night.
Yeah, dude.
Had it Friday night.
God, they rip so hard, dude.
I went there twice.
Yeah.
I went there before we played and got a spicy gyro,
Yes.
and then after got the spicy falafel.
Oh,
and it was even more fire because it had like hummus on top of it and everything else the gyro had.
Bro, I'm starving.
I am too. I am fucking.
Go for some seafood
I got the
linguine.
munchies.
Just saying.
Who's going on a Euro ride?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, fire up, Lavera. Let's go for a run. Yeah, man. We after this big party Friday night, we're hitting the open highway road and getting out there and seeing some friends and family around the country and spreading a little love with some new tunes. And so keep an eye out, get involved on Facebook and Instagram, so you are well aware when the Fighting Side is coming to a town near you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what you have any other big goals for the rest of the year? Is there anything else?
So I don't know if these guys know it yet, but I want us. And I've tried so hard to not throw projects out like this, but everybody, you're here at the same time they are. I want us back in the studio by the end of fall, and I really don't think I don't really think that would. I don't think we'd struggle too hard on that.
That's doable.
I think it's totally doable, man, because we're putting these 5 songs out, and we have at least 8 behind that that are going to be ready to go ASAP, and it's really just, now that we have the lineup right, we're going to start writing like crazy. We're going to be working, and it was 4 years since we put out an album that we're putting out this 5-song EP, so now it's time to make up for that lost time, man. And just like really run out new tunes. I mean, if I had my little wish list, we'd put out 3 albums in the next year and a half, which is ambitious, but
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. That's something that I would say to look forward to, but
I mean, with this EP that's coming out in particular, I think that the time taken was a good thing, though, because when you do get out there and run them on the road and stuff, you learn the whole different language of the song, where it started, and I think that this one really shines through in that, like, you can hear the hard work that these guys put into it, and I'm stoked for everybody to hear it.
Yeah. So we got you said Hymns, Bad Man, which we played, New Year's Eve, which appeared on the show back around the holidays. So
around New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So we what what else?
We have a song called "I Could Love." It's a song that Seth wrote and brought to the band. It's a big old rock and roll banger.
It's a good rock and roll banger.
Yeah, a really good one. And then we have "Something Familiar," which is really one of those songs that fits neatly into the wheelhouse of what I feel like we do, which is that sort of blending of rock and roll and punk and country music. So
yeah. So Brad, you wrote the lyrics for the other 4?
Yeah.
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 I think so.
Yeah. I did. Well, on New Year's Eve, that's the funny thing about New Year's Eve is, like we said before, is that Jake Baxter was a very integral part of New Year's Eve, and we've talked about it before or whatever, but it's I was literally on my way to a New Year's party, and I had expired tags. I mean, that's the same story I tell every single time, and because I had expired tags for so long, I had a lot of warrants. They're all taken care of now, so we're good. And my tags aren't expired anymore because I bought a new car. That's the way to get around that problem. When you can't get them renewed because your car sucks, you have to just get a new one. But either way, there's a cop behind me, and I guess sometimes that's just the way that I think. And literally, that the hook popped into my head that tell everybody that I won't be making it out for New Year's Eve, and that was it. And I sent it to the group chat, and then Jake Baxter kind of made it a song or whatever. So in the case of New Year's Eve, there's like 5 lyrics in that entire song, so I can't really take credit for that.
Yeah.
But you wrote them.
I wrote all 5 of the lyrics of that song, but either way, just Seth wrote "I Could Love," but like everything we do, it's a very much of a group process.
Yeah,
for sure.
Everyone really wrote all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Totally.
Yeah, well, very cool. I'm excited to hear the rest, and and then even though these are brand new, as recording wise, I'm excited to hear what's next. If you like you're saying, talking about getting right back in there.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, that could be cool, man. I was wondering, you guys don't really do a ton of like cover stuff.
No.
But I was wondering,
almost as a rule,
right? But I was wondering, like, if there would ever be anything like that. I mean, like, or
sure,
if there was
I feel like our general wheelhouse covers, they're really just things we've talked about. "Fortunate Son" by Creedence Clearwater Revival. "As Long as I Can See the Light" by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Just doing a whole block of CCR.
"Looking Out My Back Door" by Creedence Clearwater Revival. I'm just kidding. No, we've talked about it. Didn't you tell us that story about the bottle rockets, Isaac? Was that it? That at every show you have Isaac said maybe. At every show, you have the people that are not there to see original music, and they want to hear something that they know, and I don't blame them, but they might just be in the wrong place, for that. And apparently, somebody told us, I don't know if it was Isaac, but every single time people would scream, "Play something we know" at the Bottle Rockets, they would just go into who was it? Was it a Skynyrd set? They just did like a 45-minute Skynyrd cover set? Either way, somebody told us this story. And so we've had like the basic same idea about just doing like a 45-minute Creedence set at that point.
I've heard a similar kind of story, like somebody yelled "Freebird" at like Chris Stapleton, and he just nailed like a 14-minute version, and just just ripped it and like
totally, exactly.
I think that's the best retort.
That's the best retort.
Yeah, it's just to slay it.
Yeah, you can either get shitty about it, or you could just wail it. Totally. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So
and then also do it for like really long. Yeah. Be like, bro, if you want to yell that at us and help our night be a little easier, we'll wail this for 18 and a half minutes.
I just think. As far as covers wise, like I get like, you guys are an original band.
Sure.
And we want to promote that. But I do love hearing, even especially something like a CCR.
Totally.
Your vocals sound nothing like John Fogerty's.
Of course, yeah.
So it would be fun to hear a flip or even hear a little more rock version than what they do.
Totally.
Like, but they're kind of, they're kind of in I would, as you mentioned, that example is a great one because they do have country twist to their rock music and stuff.
Twangy rock and roll band. Yeah.
So that could be almost like a perfect fit there for sure.
No, I'm a big fan of slipping a cover song into a set because it helps people relate. Yeah. Especially when you're in a new city.
This one hasn't been talked about, but I think Brad's vocals on Susie Q would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have to learn 12 Creedence in order to do this 45-minute set.
Let's just do a tribute set.
Just throw it in there,
It's a tribute.
What do we have? We did "Zombie" by the Cranberries as our sound check.
yeah. That was a weird moment in time, but we did it.
Yeah.
We totally did it.
Yeah. I
And
know.
Awkward.
I mean, it
Someone asked us
happened.
to keep playing though. and we
Yeah, they
stopped.
did, and then we stopped. and
One
they were like,
guy.
yeah, one guy liked it. We thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, our typical covers, we do, in the past, we've done Mama Tried by Merle Haggard.
Mm-hmm.
We've done Georgia on a Fast Train a lot, by Billy Joe Shaver. Just,
R.I.P..
real good, yeah. Real good cooking country music songs, just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Always go-tos.
I saw Billy Joe Shaver at Farm Aid several years back,
yeah.
and he still sounded great, and
Oh, yeah.
and he was doing. But the one that always gets me is that Wacko from Waco. That's
Wacko from Waco,
That's
yeah.
a fun song.
I used to do I'm just an old chunk of coal. That's
Yeah.
another really good one.
But
I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
yeah, man. What about when you guys are out there on the road? Who's running the DJ booth? Who's
I
taking?
kind of feel like it goes around. Isaac's a really good
Mostly
DJ.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time we were out on the road, we were pretty much just watching like King of the Hill the whole time.
Yeah, we watched King of the Hill the
started
entire time.
judging-
Or watching Isaac play Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
We started judging increments of time in King of the Hill episodes.
Yeah.
We're like, cool, we'll be there in 10 episodes.
Yeah,
Like,
Loretta's
alright,
got a
right.
nice little TV setup.
You guys have
That's,
a favorite King of the Hill moment?
Oh man,
That's my person.
That's
I know.
my part.
You're right.
I think that just collectively had everybody just
Oh
rolling.
yeah. It's a classic.
I like the
episode.
one when Bobby gets caught smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got smoke too?
super strong. Yeah, I've always felt like, honestly, like Peggy is my least favorite King of the Hill character. But when
For
Luann
sure.
tried to name her baby Lasagna, and then Peggy was like, "You're not naming your baby Lasagna." That's one of my favorite King of the Hill moments.
Have y'all ever heard the fan theory that Bobby is actually Bill's kid?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Heads up.
Okay, listener, and do that deep dive.
There it is. Some of those things are very entertaining to think about. Some of the fan theories that are out there on the internet.
Oh yeah.
There was like one about Kevin McAllister from Home Alone grew up to be John Kramer and Jigsaw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So
All the little traps.
stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
Classic.
Yeah.
No, I love that. My son is 9, and so he watches these YouTube videos where these people explain, like almost like conspiracy theories, but they like as they exist, like in the SpongeBob universe, like within the lore, and like even like tapping into like, did the creator mean to do this? Like all this stuff. And I like try really hard to be like, right, but like this is like a made up thing about a made up thing. Like it's like. I mean, I totally get it, bud. And maybe, we'd have to ask him, and maybe he would never reveal it, But, like, this is a deep dive into SpongeBob, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, I know I was right above the age for SpongeBob, so maybe the people who were in the SpongeBob generation would be like, fuck that, it's true, or something, but, I don't know.
I didn't really get into the series a whole ton, but the first movie is really funny.
Yeah.
There's some quality stuff in there.
First 4 seasons are fucking fire.
I was about to say, Isaac, you're of the SpongeBob generation,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
I was born in 97.
Yeah. Totally. Prime SpongeBob. Yeah.
Aired in like 99, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like
First
grew
time
up
I
with
saw
that.
SpongeBob, I had a hangover.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm about to be 32, and I think the first time I saw SpongeBob, I was in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, it just... When the Rip My Pants song came out, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
me and all my 8th grade buddies just a giggle fest
Yeah,
the whole
totally.
time, And you're just,
Yeah.
We're from the Ren and Stimpy generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was our weird shit for
Yeah.
sure. Man.
Yeah, man.
And there was tons of it. And I tried to show Ren and Stimpy to my kids a few weeks ago, actually. And Maisie, my daughter, she was like, gross.
I thought it was gross. I didn't really.
Like when they would do those like close up painted
Yeah, I
shots
didn't
or
like
whatever. Yeah, it was always weird. She'd be like, it grosses me out.
Yeah.
But I did get Ruckus. He's 9, and I got him really into Brack.
oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he's really into Brack and Space Ghost right now, which is totally. Yeah. So I feel like it's all right, you know. Every now and then there's like some jokes that go over his head, and I'm like, you know, you know. But yeah, for the most part, it's pretty good.
Was that I Love Beans, right? Or,
Totally. Yeah. I somehow think I just miss the humor and like at that, like when it was new and Brack's dad being just like a regular sized guy.
Yeah.
And then I guess everybody else is huge. Because if you think about it, it's like there's like Brack, there's Brack's mom, there's Zorak, there's like Thundercleese, you know, that guy. And they're all the size that they are, and then Brack's dad is this tiny guy, but he's not tiny, he's a human.
Yeah.
Wild. I'm just saying, if you think about it, I mean, it's truly wild. Like, that means their house is like massive. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, whatever.
That means everything else is really big.
Yeah, totally. Listener, deep dive into Brack. You don't have to dive that deep. I wonder if they meant to do that.
I don't know.
Just a made-up thing about a made-up thing.
I get surprised by little things. Come on, y'all. Leave me alone.
What were you doing during that Batman break, Brad?
Nothing.
Yeah, man. Now I want to go watch a bunch of King of the Hill with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Favorite pastime for sure. Absolutely.
I get that Hank voice stuck in my head quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Except for I do like the
God dang it, Bobby.
the it's the same voice, but from Beavis and Butthead do America. Like when those are the boys that have been whacking off them up to
Good one.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So it's not quite Hank Hill, but it's that same voice. Like, it's like,
Inspired Hank Hill.
Yeah,
that's the guy. For sure.
Which I love watching Mike Judge work. Like he is, like I've watching him get into those characters and those voices. Like I don't know, as I'm getting older, even in like Tom Kenny with SpongeBob and like these voice actors and watching them, that whole world like fascinates me.
It's
like
pretty awesome. Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead's supposed to be coming back out on like Comedy Central.
Again?
That's what's up.
Like new
that'd be tight.
What?
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to do that not that long ago, right? On MTV?
It was like probably
like 10 years
12
ago
years
or
ago.
something.
At this point.
But it like wasn't good.
You know who was a huge Beavis and Butthead
I enjoyed
fan?
it.
Okay.
You know who was a huge Beavis and Butthead fan?
That was a good era of MTV right
Brad
there.
Jackson?
Jersey Shore, Beavis and Butthead back.
Yeah.
There was that, what was that fucking show? R.J. Berg, Ron Berg, fucking...
Harvey Birdman? Attorney at Law?
No.
Bro.
next.
Yeah. It's talking about Blind Date. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Singled out.
Totally. Right. What were you saying, Seth? Who was a big fan of Beavis and Butthead?
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Oh, yeah. You told me that not long ago. Yeah.
Like, he thinks that Beavis and Butthead is like the pinnacle of modern comedy.
I mean, I guess it is.
It really is.
I mean, if you think about it, it really is like the summation of modern society. And like, you know what I mean? Think about the world that we live in 2021 and tell me that Beavis and Butthead in 1992 or whatever wasn't just like nailing that quintessential 90s thing, brain dead kid thing that would grow up to be our reality. I mean, look around.
You know, that's not the first time that Mike Judge's been called a prophet.
Exactly,
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
like
exactly, he knew exactly what he was doing. Oh yeah, Idiocracy, man. Jeez.
That documentary, man.
On Back to King of the Hill, you know, like as brilliant as Mike Judge is, also Greg Daniels was a huge part of that show. And then, you know, Greg Daniels goes on to develop The Office for American television.
totally.
Like my favorite show of all time that I've watched probably 100 times.
Put it
all
back
the way
on
through.
Netflix.
Yeah. Dude, I bought Peacock. I guess Peacock subscription specifically to watch it.
Nice.
And now just like my Netflix went from 100% all the time to like 10%.
There's nothing good on Netflix anymore.
Yeah, because they took The Office off.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much, and part.
You just gotta have them for Netflix original movies. That's pretty much it. I don't know.
I got all the seasons on DVD, but it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, put a DVD in and watch this?
Are you have a DVD player?
No.
You have like an Xbox or something. PlayStation.
I got a
or something.
PlayStation.
Yeah, that's about it.
But, like, sometimes it's like the controller's never charged because I never use it.
Yeah. No, we're
Life
so
is
far
rough.
past DVDs, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, right on, guys. This has been a super fun hang, man.
It always is.
I'm glad we made this happen tonight. Again, snag tickets off Broadway, STL.com.
Yeah, they're running low.
Running low.
Mm-hmm.
Again, come on out. 8 o'clock start.
8 o'clock, doors at 7.
It'll be interesting times.
Music starts at 8, yeah.
And if anybody hasn't seen Yard Eagle, you're missing out. They're
Totally.
a fantastic group of guys and really hitting it hard right now, too.
They don't really like us down at Off Broadway.
But do they?
And
Brando does.
Yeah, he does. Shout out to Brando.
and then
To Brando.
I don't know much about Quinlan, but I'm excited.
Quinn's a blast, man.
Yeah.
Great.
Quinn's a total blast. I mean, he's like the
He's got it all.
He's got it all, man. It's like the sort of a soulful punk rock, real heavy rock and roll with an Americana twist on all of it, just across the board. He's just an incredible songwriter. And, I mean, when he tours with his full band, it's like, don't miss it at all. He's going to be coming through and playing either solo or with like a 2 or 3 piece or whatever. But one way or another, it's like, I love seeing him stripped down like that too, because his songwriting really shines through, and he's just an incredible songwriter, man. So
Nice,
he
man.
cut an album. Actually, he stayed here one summer, and he cut an album at Gaslight with Gibby, and it's amazing.
Nice.
It's an amazing album. It's on Spotify. Check it out.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Well, thank you guys.
dude. Yeah, always a pleasure hanging with you, Shane.
This is fun, man. So hopefully we'll hear back from QT and Bucky's and
Totally. Also trying to get.
Bastards.
Let me throw it out there because Topo Chico. I've been trying to get this Topo Chico thing going on, and I've actually found out. Yeah, I've actually found out that Topo Chico does frequently sponsor bands. I think this is
hell yeah.
a pretty possible thing that we could get going on.
Doesn't Taco Bell do it as well?
Taco Bell just gives like free food to musicians, like there's like a thing.
Yeah, take that too.
Totally.
and,
You just have to have the balls to ask.
and Beaver Nuggets.
And Beaver Nuggets,
so,
yeah. And shout out to Aspen
Shout out to
What up, Aspen?
and
Homa Quick Trip.
Oklahoma Quick Trip.
Oklahoma.
I don't think. Yeah, you said you were going to tell that story. I don't think we got it.
Do you want me to tell you about Aspen?
Let's close it out on this Aspen story.
Okay. All right,
this a-
here we go.
It was
So-
a hot, soggy evening in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So hot and
So
soggy.
it was a hot, soggy evening in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So there it was.
We're sitting on the bus. We had a fill-in bassist come with us on the road, Kyle. And we're sitting on the bus and we're running Kyle through some of the songs because we're about to go on and we're just making sure everybody's ready to do this thing.
I was not in the bus. I was
Right.
Standing outside.
So unbeknownst to me, Isaac is outside talking to this girl for a little while. And all of a sudden, but from my perspective, this girl pops up onto the first step of Loretta there. And she's, I don't know, 5'10", blonde hair. What are some describing?
It's a leather jacket.
Leather jacket.
Yeah.
She's got Fist City tattooed across her knuckles. She reaches in her boot and pulls out a flask and takes a little shot. And she goes, "Who are you guys?" And Seth says, "I'm Seth." And Josh says, "I'm Josh." And Kyle says, "I'm Kyle." And she looks at me and she goes, "What kind of bullshit white guy name do you have?" And I get to go, "Brad." And she says, "Jesus Christ." She pretty much walks away. She's gone. And, the night winds down and it's a bunch of drunk, 50-year-old plus, just late, that kind of crowd or whatever. And it becomes this thing where it's like, where'd that girl Aspen go? Like, what was up with her? I don't even think she stuck around for our set, to be honest with you. She was ghost, like, the minute after that, But it became a thing, and by, 5 o'clock in the morning, it was just like shouts of like, "Aspen!" And ever since then,
I never went to bed that night.
right, I know. It was a wild night. Yeah. That was the night that she became the Fighting Side's girlfriend. I don't think she's aware of this at all.
If you're listening,
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
she's all about the yard eagles now.
bro, that's because she can't tell them apart. That's exactly what happened. She's paying so
No,
little.
She's seen Matt Maher up on stage.
Oh
and-
no! Don't even tell Matt Maher about Aspen. Damn it, he's gonna find out through this right now. No, but for real, bro, that's how little attention Aspen is paying. Is what I'm saying. Because you're in these two bands, and when you're playing out, she's like, "There's my boys," and it's like, "Wait, what?" So funny, dude. That's yeah. Either way, I hit Aspen up to see if we could make a T-shirt with her face on it, and she said something similar like, "Isn't it normal where like a girl is a band's #1 fan?" And I was like, fair, fair. But yeah, so that's Aspen. That's all. Yeah, totally. All of our wives and girlfriends have been wonderfully accepting of Aspen.
Yeah. She's become a muse.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And honestly, Aspen would love that. I mean, that's the kind of girl Aspen is, for sure.
We've just made all these assumptions about her. Like that's
Yard Eagle's got a song about her.
Yeah, because Isaac wrote a song and took it to Yard Eagle. Which makes total sense. Isaac just blurring lines left and right. That's how little attention Isaac is paying. He can't even keep him straight. Anyway, that's all. That's all. It was, yeah. That's all. I mean, probably, I don't know anything. We don't really know anything about this girl, but I assume that she's like the coolest thing that Tulsa has going on, And Tulsa has so much cool shit going on.
The dudes from Hanson live there, and she beats that out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, for a 30-second encounter, we were all like, damn, that shit was cool.
30 seconds at most.
At most, man.
Destroyed all of
she
us.
came on the bus, roasted the shit out of us in
And
the coolest
walked
way
away.
possible, and then just bounced.
Yeah.
And it was just like, damn, Also, Aspen has a dog named Indica. Which is like,
I knew that.
All right, hell yeah. Yeah. I think it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think there's anybody that really actually wants to get to know Aspen. No offense, Aspen, if you're listening to this, but
she's not.
She's not. That's the thing, is she's not. But I think it's like one of those don't meet your heroes situations because she's way cooler with all the shit that we.
We've done her.
Yes.
Unless she wants to come work merch for Yard Eagle. And
like Yard Eagle.
See, that's why the song is a Yard Eagle song. He's trying to keep her to himself.
I see exactly what's happening. I see exactly, but he has no idea.
I think we just found the title of the new record coming out.
I don't know.
It'll be,
our wives and girlfriends are let's say they're pretty understanding.
Entire record dedicated to it.
Yeah, that might be a little much.
Well, right on. We'll get those tickets. We'll see you Friday night.
Can't wait, bud.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for hanging,
Bye
Shane.
now.
Peace out.
Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast.
Well, yeah, that was it.